these programs and many others. Curb-to-curb transportation fares vary for programs, but range from 0 and over, depending on mileage. Just make a reservation the day before your trip by 2 p.m. Call the FACT office at 724-628-RIDE or visit factbus.com for more information. It's a fact. They'll get you there.
It's a fact. We're Fayette County Public Transit.
The WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital Orthopedic and Spine Institute is open, and their experienced providers are ready to care for you. Orthopedic and spine care spans a wide range of problems, from arthritis to joint trauma caused by injury or overuse. Hips, shoulders, knees, and backs are the most common areas where patients experience pain or impaired function. At WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, they can treat orthopedic and spine problems with state-of-the-art care. Their board-certified orthopedic surgeons and specialists are well experienced in the latest treatments for damaged and diseased joints. They offer everything from physical therapies to joint repairs and joint replacements. Whenever possible, the newest, minimally invasive techniques are used to ensure quicker recovery, less pain, and less damage to surrounding tissues. To learn more about the newly opened Orthopedic and Spine Institute at WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, or to schedule an appointment, call 724-912-7533 or visit wvumedicine.org/Uniontown. WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital. The new us, here for you.
Riz's Restaurant, located in the heart of downtown Uniontown at 84 West Main Street, specializes in upscale bar foods such as burgers, salads, subs, and sandwiches in a relaxed atmosphere. When you stop by, don't forget about Riz's famous chicken salad sandwich. Check out Riz's Facebook page for daily specials. Open Monday through Saturday, 11 to 9, with takeout always available. Phone 724-425-1782 for Riz's Restaurant in Uniontown.
Having Hicks & Baugh's Drugstore in Uniontown means reliability, quality, and service. Pharmacists Stephen Harper and Seth Miller gladly answer healthcare questions and take care of your prescription needs. Hicks & Baugh's also offers Shingrix and flu shots, including flu shots for seniors, COVID-19 vaccines, and booster shots, as well as home tests for COVID-19 self-testing. For more information, call 724-437-2828 for Hicks & Baugh's Drugstore, 304 Morgantown Street. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 6, Saturday till 3, closed Sunday.
It's time for another C. Harperana Group High School Sports Day. Coverage of high school baseball here on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live, being brought to you by the C. Harperana Group. Fayette County Recorder of Deeds, John Marietta. Uniontown Detailing. The Centers for Rehab Services and Physical Therapist, Jim Burns. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. M&R Transit. The Radcliffe Law Firm. The Browns Insurance Group and Agent David Hughes. Potter's Bar and Grill. The WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital. Ted Sova and Son Body and Fender Repair. Shop and Save, Walnut Hill, Uniontown. The Somerset Trust Company. The Catholic War Veterans, Post 1669 in Hopwood. NovaCare Rehabilitation. Jimmy John's in Uniontown. Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law. Peachin's Pharmacy. Casey's Sports Cafe. M&R Transit. Ford of Uniontown. And by Mama Ruka's Pizza Shop. Now stay tuned for high school baseball action here on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
From West Mifflin High School, the high school baseball season getting underway here on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, the South Union Township Sports Network, and Facebook Live. A doubleheader on tap this afternoon. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs taking on the West Mifflin Titans. Our pregame show being brought to you by the Sprouse Insurance Group and insurance agent David Hughes. They'll get you ready for the game. They're located at 217 West Main Street in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-9812 on the South Union Township Sports Network. Today's game, a joint cooperative venture featuring Township Supervisors Bob Schiff-Bauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott, Breezewood Cable, Armstrong Cable, and our friends at CUTV, including Gary Smith. Jerry Dupay behind the camera. Nick Barczyk back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios. Our live video stream, Game 1 on WMBS, courtesy of the Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood and Uniontown Detailing. Both of these teams coming off of successful seasons last year. Laurel Highlands advanced to the WPIAL semifinals and played a PIAA play-in game. West Mifflin won the Section 3 4A championship with an 11-1 conference record. In fact, their only conference loss occurred against Laurel Highlands, where the Titans were upset in the WPIAL quarterfinals against Newcastle. These two teams split the season series last year. West Mifflin won here 6-1. The Mustangs won 11-1. at Laurel Highlands a season ago, but both of their meetings for this year will be this afternoon here at West Mifflin High School. Laurel Highlands the home team for Game 1, West Mifflin the home team for Game 2, and the Mustangs will start Joe Chambers on the mound this afternoon. The West Mifflin Titans will counter with Pearson Buck. Should be a lot of fun to get the high school baseball season underway. Bright sunny skies, temperature around 60 degrees, and we'll talk to Laurel Highlands head coach Brad Yeoman when the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues right after this.
Going on now at Seahawks Chevrolet.
Our customers can drive away in a new 2022 Chevy Silverado for only $299 a month. Security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit charperchevy.com. Chevrolet. Find new roads. Lease is through GMF for well-qualified individuals, 27 months at 10,000 miles per year with 4,500 cash trade equity with lease loyalty or lease conquest. Payment is for tax, title fees, interest payments. Security deposit waived. Sale ends April 4th, 2022. While supplies last. Residency restrictions apply. Call dealer for all of the details at 724-99-8000.
UPMC Centers for Rehab Services on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
Spring forward to home construction season with First Federal of Greene County. First Federal's construction and improvement loans puts you in charge of your dream home project. With all the tools you need, First Federal offers construction.
Good afternoon, WMBS.
Hey, I lost Nick there for a second. Throw me back on hold.
Uh-oh.
Thanks.
Hold on.
For a rewarding career, M&R Transit is now hiring van drivers. Van drivers must be 26 years of age, have a valid driver license, and a clean driving record. Van drivers must be able to obtain all clearances. For more information, call 724-439-3164. That's 724-439-3164, or apply in person at M&R Transit, 253 South Mount Vernon Avenue. M&R Transit wishes the Laurel Highlands Mustangs good luck.
I'm attorney Rob Harper, and I'm happy to be joining Bill Martin and Tripp Radcliffe at Radcliffe Law in Uniontown. I grew up in Uniontown and chose to make Fayette County my home. I also represent the county as an assistant district attorney, and I know my way around a courtroom. If you are hurt in an accident, buying or selling a home, need assistance with an estate or will preparation, call me at Radcliffe Law, 724-439-3939. The initial consultation is free. Radcliffe Law, making the law personal.
Prime Rozak back here on the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. The Laurel Highlands baseball team playing a doubleheader this afternoon, taking on the West Mifflin head coach. Brad, your first year here at Laurel Highlands, taking over for Scott DeBerry, who unfortunately passed away during the off-season. Of course, you're no stranger, though, to being the head coach of a youth baseball team. You were the head coach of the Uniontown Legion team for the last couple of years. We'll talk about the whole transition process now, getting ready to coach your first game for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs today.
Yeah, we're we've been putting a lot of work in since November, in the off-season program, and it's the kids are just ready, the coaches are ready. It's exciting to finally get the season underway. Looking forward to a good day, doubleheader section game, West Mifflin. I mean, you couldn't ask for anything better to kind of get rolling here. Had a couple of good scrimmages in the past 2 weeks, just kind of preparing towards today. And first year into this, we couldn't be more excited, couldn't be more humbled for the opportunity, and just looking forward to really to get this season started with a great group of kids.
And the field time, of course, is always tough during the spring with a lot of the winter weather hanging around, and of course wet field conditions as well. Talk about how much of a challenge it's been trying to get outside and the mindset that went into playing a doubleheader at West Mifflin today instead of maybe playing a game at home later in the season against West Mifflin.
Yeah, it's been certainly tough. Mother Nature hasn't been too favorable to us yet. The fields have been pretty wet around here. We've been, mostly preparing, working on our football field, just being out on the turf, working in the gym. Ironically enough, we'll be on the turf today against West Mifflin. You're kind of seeing more and more teams moving to those turf surfaces. So I think the work we've put in, working on our football field, albeit it's not a baseball field, it's still it gives you kind of the reps to prepare for this. So I think we're ready for it. Getting out on the surface, we played at the Wild Things Park last week in the scrimmage against McGuffey. So, it's if you're going to start out, being on the turf certainly helps when you haven't had a lot of reps yet out on the dirt. So, I think we're ready to go, and it's just good to get them in. I think the weather's going to be favorable to us today, and you certainly want to get the games in and not get behind in the schedule early on.
And you've certainly inherited a program that's had plenty of success over the last couple of years. Back in 2019, made the WPIAL finals, WPIAL semifinals last year, played a PIAA play-in game. So this program really has turned the corner here over the last 5 to 6 years.
It has. It really has. And that's, that's credit to the previous staff, the work that Coach DeBerry put in. Our job now is as I stated to some folks the other day, it's continue and sustain, right? It's our job now to keep moving the program forward and hopefully keep moving it upward as they've done, as we kind of take the baton and drive our style of baseball and just continue the tradition. It goes back to Coach Lamb, Coach DeBerry. It's been LH baseball has been a very viable program for many years. It's just getting stronger and stronger, and it's our job to continue that. And we're very fortunate that we've got some good experience coming back. Kids that have played some very meaningful ball games. Kids that got playoff experience even from last year. So we really like where we're positioned as we go into this new season.
Thoughts on the matchup with West Mifflin, and what are your pitching plans for today?
So it's obviously, it's a big opening matchup. There's no secret that West Mifflin, depending on who you ask or which outlet you refer to, they're probably favored. They won the section last year. We're chasing them. So it's going to be a very good test right out of the gate for us. We'll find out. We'll find out a lot about ourselves today. Right now, plan is, we'll go with our guy, Joe Chambers, in game one. He's our ace. He's our senior leader of the staff. But we've got some good arms behind him. That's why we really like our depth with the pitching rotation that we have. We've got another senior behind him in Alex Mclean that's, no stranger to, pitching in big games, both the high school and Legion level. And Braden O'Brien is an 11th grader that's coming along just fine. So we've got some other arms behind them. I think we can certainly manage the doubleheader just fine from that standpoint. But Joe will set the tone for us in game one, and we'll go from there.
Coach, appreciate your time. Looking forward to working with you this year. Best of luck this afternoon. We'll see you out there.
Thank you so much, Brian. We appreciate everything you guys do always, and look forward to seeing you guys at the field this spring.
That's Laurel Highlands head coach Brad Yeoman. We'll set the lineups now. The first pitch right after this. Laurel Highlands and West Mifflin high school baseball action here on WMBS, the South Union Township Sports Network, Facebook Live, and the Triple Live High School Sports Network.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sproulsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Back here at West Mifflin High School, the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, the home team here for game one. So the Titans will bat first here in the top half of the first inning. Let's set their lineup. Leading off and playing shortstop, number 1, Jake Walker. Batting second in left field, number 3, Devin Matey. Batting third, the center fielder, number 15, Zane Griffithson. Batting fourth in the cleanup spot and catching, number 6, Corey Kujai. Batting fifth and playing third base, Bert Kowalski. Batting sixth and playing right field, Derek Kleinhans. Batting seventh and playing first base, number 22, Eric Link. Batting eighth, the designated hitter, number 14, Mike Lyden. And batting ninth and playing second base, number 2, Ryan Lang. The entire West Mifflin lineup with varsity experience from a year ago. Defensively for Laurel Highlands, Carson D'Amico out in left, Braden McKnight in center, and Caleb Yanoski in right. Around the horn, Alex Mclean at third, Tyler Sankovic playing short, Frank Kula playing second, Braden O'Brien playing first, Joe Chambers on the mound, and Tristan McCoy catching. And we're set to go. Laurel Highlands and West Mifflin high school baseball season getting underway on a Wednesday afternoon. And first pitch swinging here from Jake Walker. Pops it up foul on the right side, takes the count to 0-1. And what a season Walker had a season ago, batting .588 with 2 homers and 15 RBIs, headed to California University of Pennsylvania to continue his high school baseball and collegiate career next season. Chambers 0-1 now on the way, breaking ball a little bit high to even the count at 1-1 to Walker. Chambers a season ago on the mound, a 6-2 record, 1.60 ERA, made 12 appearances, worked 43 2/3 innings. Gave up 27 hits, 14 runs, 10 of them earned, and now the 1-1. And this one is chopped over to short. Grabbing it there is Sankovic over to first, not in time, as beating it out. Jake Walker for a leadoff single, as Sankovic unable to get it over to Braden O'Brien in time to beat out the speedy Jake Walker. So we'll give Walker an infield single to get things started. And West Mifflin in business here in the top half of the first inning. We mentioned Chambers' numbers from a season ago. What a great strikeout to walk ratio Joe had. 61 strikeouts, only 16 walks on the season, including a perfect game for Laurel Highlands a season ago. Now the Mustangs will have to watch Walker over at first, and just a little token throw there from Joe over to Braden O'Brien to make sure that Jake was back on that first base bag. Devin Matey now at the plate, senior left fielder. Batted .271 a season ago with 13 RBIs. And now Chambers from the stretch, showing bunt, and the pitch was actually high and inside, almost sailed over Matey's head. So the count goes to 1-0. Brian Morozak alongside Jerry Dupain, who's behind the camera. Tony Hinola is going to join me for Game 2 of the doubleheader. And Nick Barczyk back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios. 1-0 pitch. That one hopping over the glove of Tristan McCoy, allowing Jake Walker to get down to second base. And now Walker in scoring position with nobody out here in the top half of the first inning. When these two teams met here at West Mifflin a season ago, the Titans down the Mustangs 6-1. Laurel Highlands returned the favor at Laurel Highlands 11-1. That was the Titans' only conference loss of the season. Once again, Matey showing bunt, counts 2-0. He'll pull back, and the pitch misses there as the count now moves to 3-0. The Mustangs in a little bit of a jam here in the top half of the first inning. Matey showing bunt again, 3-0 counts. Pulls back, pitching there for a strike. Moves the count to 3-1. Just underway, Laurel Highlands and West Mifflin. From West Mifflin High School. Sport turf surface here at West Mifflin. Actually had it here now for over 10 years. Matey showing bunt, pulling away and sending it foul on the right side. Move the count full now to 3-2. Nobody else. Jake Walker on second. West Mifflin got some games in down in Florida last week. Actually, 2 scrimmages in 1 game. Won the only game that counts as far as the standings are concerned. And there's a line drive into left, and making the grab there, Carson D'Amico for the out. And the Mustangs going to double up Jake Walker at second, who was running on the play, and Walker didn't even attempt to get back to second. So it goes as a 7-6-4 double play on the relay in. And a fortunate break there for Laurel Highlands. Now 2 outs here in the top half of the first inning. Zane Griffithson now at the plate. This half inning being brought to you by Davis & Davis, attorneys at law. First pitch in there for a strike to Zane. The sophomore batted .375 a season ago with a homer and 7 RBIs. Now the 0-1 on the way. Breaking ball. Just missing inside. Evens up the count at 1-1. And the Mustangs catching a break here in the top half of the first inning. Now trying to retire the Titans in order. 1-1 on the way. That one off the plate. 2-1. Mustang head coach Brad Yeoman non-committal during our interview in the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame, showing who his starter might be for Game 2. depending on how this one plays out here in game one. 2-1 pitch on the way, fouled off on the right side. Evens things up at 2-2. Last two springs, the Mustangs played baseball. Remember, there was no 2020 season due to the COVID pandemic. Laurel Highlands played a total of 9 playoff games, 5 in the 2019 campaign, 4 last season. 2-2 pitch on the way. Another breaking ball just tipped there by Griffinton. Barely got a piece of it. The count remains 2-2. Now Chambers to wind and fire again. 2-2 pitch on the way right down the pipe, and Griffinton just let it sail past for strike 3. So the West Mifflin Titans retired in order, even though they got a hit from Walker. Métis doubled up. And we'll go to the bottom of the first. West Mifflin and Laurel Highlands scoreless here on the C.R. Barada Group High School Sports Day.
Good times and good food. It's all at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Family owned and operated. Potter's has been a staple in the Uniontown community since 1950. So get out of the house and make your next night out at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Call them up at 724-438-9835. That's 724-438-9835. Or visit Potter's on Facebook. We'll see you at Potter's.
With branches in Markleysburg, Connellsville, Hopwood, Uniontown, and Perryopolis, Somerset Trust Company is truly Fayette County's community bank. We invite you to stop by and experience the Somerset Trust Company difference. Local decision-making, convenient locations, extended hours, award-winning online and mobile banking, and more. Somerset Trust Company, community banking worth talking about. Branches and ATMs throughout Fayette County.
Back here at West Mifflin High School, Mustangs coming to bat, leading off the shortstop Tyler Sankovic, batting second and playing left field, number 17 Carson D'Amico. Batting third, the third baseman Alex Mclean. In the cleanup spot and playing right field, number 15 Caleb Yanowski. Batting fifth, the designated hitter Ben Diamond. Batting sixth and playing first base, number 22 Braden O'Brien. Batting seventh in center field, number 5 Braden McKnight. Tristan McCoy, the catcher, batting eighth, and Frank Kula rounding out the lineup, batting ninth and playing second base. Defensively for West Mifflin, Devin Métis out in left, Zane Griffinton in center, and Derek Kleinhans out in right. Round the horn, Bert Kowalski playing third, Jake Walker playing short, Ryan Lang at second, and Eric Link on first. Pearson Buck pitching, and Corey Kujai catching. Pearson Buck a season ago was on the mound for 4 games, did not factor in any decisions, had a 3.39 ERA, worked 10 1/3. Gave up 14 hits, 6 runs, 5 of them earned, 3.39 ERA. Walked 5 and struck out 6 on the season. So it'll be Pearson Buck facing Tyler Sankovic. Sankovic, a 365 average a season ago with 4 RBIs, plenty of speed, batting from the left side, Mustang shortstop. This bottom of the first brought to you by KC Sports Cafe as Buck winds and fires the first pitch to Sankovic right down the pipe for a strike, 0-1. Our broadcast on the South Union Township Sports Network, courtesy of the Sprouse Insurance Group, United Bank, Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law, South Union Township Supervisors Robert Schiff-Bauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott, SWGI in Uniontown, and Zebley Mahalav and White, Uniontown Business and Bankruptcy Attorneys. 0-1 pitch misses low to even up the count at 1-1. And the Titans retired in order 1-2-3 in the top half of the first inning, even though Jake Walker with an infield single. Métis hit into an odd 7-6-4 double play, and there's a high fly ball in the center field from Sankovic. And that one's going to drop in between Devin Métis and Zane Griffinton. And sliding into second safely, there is Sankovic. Not sure if Griffinton lost that one up in the sun, but nonetheless, the ball dropping in. And they will give Sankovic a double to left center field, and the Mustangs with a runner in scoring position and nobody out here in the bottom half of the first inning. That'll bring up Carson D'Amico, senior left fielder, batting .279 with 12 RBIs. D'Amico, the righty, against the righty Pearson Buck. Buck from the stretch. D'Amico showing bunt. Breaking ball in there for a strike as D'Amico pulls back. The count at 0-1. Now the catcher Corey Kujai will have a little discussion here with Pearson Buck. Reminder, this is the first of 2 here this afternoon from West Mifflin High School. A little break in between games and get things started with Game 2. And Both of these teams will have their 2 games underway in the conference for the first week of the conference season. Next week, the Mustangs will have a series with Ringgold. West Mifflin will battle Bell Vernon. D'Amico again showing bunt, lays it down on the third base side. Long throw from Kowalski over to first. And that one ruled in time to retire D'Amico, but it does advance the runner, Sankovic. So D'Amico laying down the sacrifice.
Now batting for the Mustangs.
Goes 5-3. Sankovic down to third, and now Alex Mclean at the plate. Mclean playing third base, senior for the Mustangs, batted .418 with 18 RBIs a season ago. In a prime spot here for picking up his first ribby of the 2022 campaign. Swings and misses of the first pitch, a breaking ball there from Pearson Buck, and the count at 0-1. Mentioned the Titans got a game in down in Vero Beach, knocking off Titusville 3-1 on Friday. Actually had 2 scrimmages as well down there. I got some action in down in the Sunshine State. 0-1 pitch on the way. Breaking ball just misses low and inside, even up the count at 1-1. West Mifflin scheduled to host Chartiers Valley in a non-conference game coming up on Friday. And then we mentioned that series against Bell Vernon. They'll play next week under the lights on Monday, and then they'll host Bell Vernon here at 4 o'clock on Tuesday. 1-1 pitch, and therefore a strike. Now 1-2 to Alex Mclean. Mustangs hope to play their first home game of the season coming up on Monday against Ringgold. They'll travel to Ringgold coming up on Tuesday, and they'll have a game down at W&J under the lights against Trinity coming up next Friday. Time called here. The count at 1-2. 1 out here in the inning, and Tyler Sankovic down at third. Game scoreless, Laurel Highlands and West Mifflin. Now Mclean set to go. 1-2 pitch from Pearson Buck. Catches the outside corner for strike 3. So Buck getting his first strikeout of the afternoon. That'll bring up Caleb Janoski. Janoski did not see any varsity action for the Mustangs a season ago. Junior right fielder. Certainly in a big spot here in 2022. Batting from the cleanup spot for Laurel Highlands. Comes to the plate here with Sankovic down at third. First pitch from Buck, breaking ball, foul tip from Janoski. Count at 0-1. Now Buck regrouping on the mound. Long look into the catcher, Corey Kujai. And the 0-1 now to Janoski. Another breaking ball. Just missed a little inside. Even up the count at 1-1. West Mifflin upset in the WPIAL quarterfinals last year against Newcastle 6-3 after the Titans won the Section 3 4A championship. Last playoff win for the Titans back in 2018 when they downed Deer Lakes before losing to South Fayette. And the quarters throw down to third and out at third and picked off is Tyler Sankovic to end the inning. So both of these teams, even though they picked up a hit in their respective first innings, end up retired in order. Janoski will lead off the bottom of the second for the Mustangs. So we're scoreless after 1. West Mifflin and Laurel Highlands here on the C. Harper Group High School Sports Day.
The WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital Orthopedic and Spine Institute is open, and their experienced providers are ready to care for you. Orthopedic and spine care spans a wide range of problems, from arthritis to joint trauma caused by injury or overuse. Hips, shoulders, knees, and backs are the most common areas where patients experience pain or impaired function. At WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, they can treat orthopedic and spine problems with state-of-the-art care. Their board-certified orthopedic surgeons and specialists are well experienced in the latest treatments for damaged and diseased joints. They offer everything from physical therapies to joint repairs and joint replacements. Whenever possible, the newest, minimally invasive techniques are used to ensure quicker recovery, less pain, and less damage to surrounding tissues. To learn more about the newly opened Orthopedic and Spine Institute at WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, or to schedule an appointment, call 724-912-7533 or visit wvumedicine.org/Uniontown. WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, the new us, here for you.
Dinner's great. It's one of your top 3 favorite meals. You just don't want to have to make it. Well, with Jimmy John's, you don't have to. Whether you live in a sandwich delivery zone or head into the store, you can always get a freaky fresh sandwich. Click to order at jimmyjohns.com.
Freaky fast, freaky good. Order online at jimmyjohns.com or call 724-437-6800 for delivery or curbside pickup. Jimmy John's, next to Walnut Hill. Shop and save.
Corey Kujai leading off the top of the second inning for West Mifflin, taking the first pitch from Joe Chambers for strike one. And now Joe's 0-1 here to Kujai. Another fastball catches the outside corner for a strike, and just like that, 0-2. Kujai, a sophomore, got plenty of reps as a freshman, 357 average, 6 RBIs. Behind 0-2 now against Joe Chambers. Joe will wind and fire the 0-2 pitch. Fastball, swing and a miss, strike three. So the Mustang ace, back-to-back strikeout, sent down Zane Griffithton to end the top of the first. Now strikes out Corey Kujai to start the top of the second, and that'll bring up Bert Kowalski. Kowalski, the third baseman for West Mifflin, junior batting .339 a season ago with 16 RBIs. Chambers' first pitch, Kowalski swing and a miss, and Bert behind 0-1. This half inning being brought to you by the Catholic War Veterans, Post 1669 in Hopwood. Now Chambers, 0-1 to Kowalski. Breaking ball, catches the outside corner for a strike again. 0-2. Mustangs in the blue shirts, red numbers, gray pants, red socks today. Now Chambers' 0-2 pitch. Fastball a little high. Got 1-2. Titans in the black shirts, white pants, blue numbers, and a little gold trim. Now the 1-2, Chambers to Kowalski. Kowalski pop up here on the right side in foul territory. Getting under it, Braden O'Brien makes the catch for the second out of the inning. So 2 up, 2 down here in the top half of the second. Now bring up Derek Kleinhans.
Now batting for the Titans.
The Titans right fielder. Senior batted .289 a season ago with 4 RBIs. It'll be interesting to see the lineup adjustments these two schools make between Game 1 and Game 2. First pitch swinging sent foul there from Kleinhans. Obviously, new pitchers will be on the mound, and we'll see if we get any lineup or defensive switches for Game 2. Now the 0-1 from Chambers, and a line drive and a hit in a left field here for Derek Kleinhans. And the Titans with a base runner with 2 outs here in the top of the second. Of course, for Joe Chambers, didn't have much prep time here to start the season. The Laurel Highlands basketball team played their final PIAA playoff game 15 days ago. As far as the prep time for getting reps in to start the season pitching, certainly limited for Joe. And there's a shot into the right center field gap for Eric Link. Quick relay coming into second. And now holding up at third base will be Kleinhans. So a double to right for Eric Link. And credit the quick relay there from Caleb Yanoski to hold Derek Kleinhans to third base and not allow a runner to score on the play there for West Mifflin.
Now batting for the Titans.
But the Titans a little 2-out rally here with 2 on, 2 outs. And Mike Lydon coming to the plate. Lydon, the DH for West Mifflin, batting for Pearson Buck here in Game 1. Batted .176 a season ago with an RBI. Lays off the first pitch, but it's in there for a strike, 0-1. Chambers did a nice job getting out of jams a season ago for Laurel Highlands. Again, just a 1.60 ERA for Joe, 6-2 record. 0-1 pitch, just missed inside, now 1-1 to Mike Lydon. And you wonder what Joe's stamina is here today, again with just 15 days to prepare for the high school baseball season. Will the Mustang coaching staff allow him to max out at 100 pitches here today, or might he be a little bit limited in that capacity? 1-1 pitch miss, now count at 2-1. Chambers to Lydon, batting from the 8th position in the West Mifflin batting order with 2 on and 2 outs. And another pitch, a little chin music there to Leiden, but first base is open. Ryan Lang, the second baseman, senior in the on-deck circle. 3-1. Chambers to Leiden. Joe taking his time from the stretch. Now will step off. Now Joe trying to regroup. Long look into the catcher, Tristan McCoy. 3-1 on the way, and that one hit the bat. Yes, it did. Actually went off the bottom of the bat of Mike Leiden. So it should be a foul ball there. It'll be 3-2. Leiden could have very easily been hit by that pitch. Now we're full of 3-2. Pitch on the way, and that misses outside for ball 4. That'll load up the bases for Ryan Lang, the senior second baseman, batted .283 last year with 9 RBIs. The table set here for West Mifflin with the top of the order and Jake Walker due up next.
Lang, number 2.
A big spot here for West Mifflin. Again, the Titans, even though we're playing this game at West Mifflin High School, they're the away team for game 1. They'll be the home team for game 2. Lang was showing bunt, pulled back, pitch misses for ball 1. Mustangs making Chambers work here in the Titans, making Chambers work here in the top of the second. Again, Lang showing bunt, pulling back. Pitch misses again, and the count at 2-0. Bases loaded for Ryan Lang and the West Mifflin Titans in a scoreless game here in the top of the second. Again, Lang showing bunt, pulls back again. That pitch ruled a strike, and Lang kind of looked back at the home plate umpire and said, "Are you sure?" It is 2-1. Chambers ready again, 2-1 pitch, and Lang pops this one up. Charging in, Janoski from right under it and makes the grab to end the inning, and the Mustangs get out of a big-time jam here in the top of the second. Titans strand 3. We'll head to the bottom of the second, still scoreless here on the C. Harper Group High School Sports Day.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
Going on now at Harper Chevrolet.
Our customers can drive away in a new 2022 Chevy Silverado for only $299 a month. Security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit charperchevy.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease is through GMF for well-qualified individuals, 27 months at 10,000 miles per year with 4,500 cash trade equity with lease loyalty or lease conquest. Payment is plus tax, title fees, and first payment. Security deposit waived. Sale ends April 4th, 2022. While supplies last. Residency restrictions apply. Call dealer for all of the details at 724-929-8000.
I'm attorney Rob Harper, and I'm happy to be joining Bill Martin and Tripp Radcliffe at Radcliffe Law in Uniontown. I grew up in Uniontown and chose to make Fayette County my home. I also represent the county as an assistant district attorney, and I know my way around a courtroom. If you are hurt in an accident, buying or selling a home, need assistance with an estate or will preparation, call me at Radcliffe Law, 724-439-3939. The initial consultation is free. Radcliffe Law, making the law personal.
Back here at West Mifflin High School, Caleb Janoski leading off the bottom half of the second here for Laurel Highlands. Janoski was at the plate when Tyler Sankovic was picked off third base to end the bottom half of the first inning. Now Janoski leading off the bottom of the second. First pitch swinging, sends it right back to Buck, who runs over towards first, then makes the throw over to Eric Link to retire Janoski 1-3. For the first out of this bottom half of the second inning, which is being brought to you by Peachin's Pharmacy inside the downtown Connellsville Peachin Market. And our sponsors on the South Union Township Sports Network, the Sprouse Insurance Group and Agent David Hughes, United Bank, Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law, South Union Township Supervisors Robert Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott, SWGI in Uniontown, and Zebley, Mahalav and Watt, Uniontown Business and Bankruptcy Attorneys. First pitch a little outside there to Ben Diamond. Diamond the DH for the Mustangs here today, hitting for Joey Chambers in game 1. Did not see any varsity action at the plate a season ago. I believe was used as a courtesy runner a number of times for Laurel Highlands. But ahead here, 2-0. And the count against Pearson Buck. Game still scoreless as we work here in the bottom of the second inning. Both teams have had their opportunities. Mustangs had Tyler Sankovic down at third base when he was picked off to end the first inning. Wes Mifflin loaded up the bases in the top of the second inning, where the Mustangs got out of a jam. 3-0 pitch misses low and outside, and a 4-pitch walk issued to Ben Diamond. So the Mustangs with their second base runner of the afternoon, with Braden O'Brien now coming to the plate. Junior first baseman hit .292 for Laurel Highlands last year with 10 RBIs. Had some key hits for the Mustangs as well, especially over the second half of the season. Was used a number of times as a pinch hitter late in games, and more than not came through with some clutch hitting. First pitch in there for a strike to Braden, and Braden might even see some time on the mound this afternoon as well. And this is game one of a doubleheader here at West Mifflin High School. Couldn't ask for better weather this afternoon. The game time temperature when we started was around 60 degrees, and O'Brien, a nice shot there deep to left center field. This one back to the wall, and one hops off the fence. Ben Diamond rounding third. He's going to head to the plate. Relay coming in, no throw home, and it's an RBI double for Braden O'Brien, and the Mustangs strike first with a 1-0 lead. So Braden O'Brien, RBI double to left center field, driving in Ben Diamond for the game's first run. And that'll bring up Braden McKnight.
Now batting for the Mustangs.
McKnight hit .263 last year with 6 RBIs. Senior center fielder batting here from the left side. So Buck in a little trouble here with one out in the bottom of the second. Now with O'Brien over at second, first pitch breaking ball misses outside to McKnight. Count at 1-0. Both of these teams high expectations for 2022. Again, the Titans lost just 2 seniors on a team that went 12-5 last year, went 11-1 in conference plays. They won the Section 3 4A championship. After a first-round playoff bye, lost in the WPIAL quarterfinals to Newcastle. Up to a 1-0 start this year after a 3-1 win over Titusville this past Friday down in Florida. Next pitch catches the inside corner for a strike to McKnight. Moves the count now to 2-1. McKnight, the 4th Mustang to bat here in this bottom of the second inning. And Buck from the stretch, glance back at second, now delivers. Swing and a miss there for McKnight. And we're even at 2-2. Tony Hanoa will join me for game 2 of this doubleheader later on this afternoon. Mustangs' first home game will be coming up on Monday. And we'll have that one for you as well against Ringgold on all the platforms you're either listening to or watching the game today. McKnight tried to call time. It wasn't granted, and he'll chop it here to the first base line. Play was made from Buck over to Link, and advancing down to third, O'Brien. So the sacrifice successful. I think McKnight wanted to get out of the batter's box.
Catching number 16, Tristan McCoy.
And now O'Brien down at third. 2 outs here in the inning. And Tristan McCoy at the plate. McCoy with limited at-bats a season ago, batted .400 with 4 RBIs. And saw some of that playing time as a freshman, only a sophomore now for the Mustangs. Takes the first pitch on the outside corner here with a count at 0-1. McCoy, the 5th Mustang to bat here in the bottom of the second inning. Mustangs a run across on the RBI double from Braden McKnight, driving in Ben Diamond. Mustangs trying to keep it going now at the plate. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Quickly 0-2 now to Tristan McCoy. With Frankula due up in the on-deck circle. McCoy batting from the 8th position in the Laurel Highlands lineup. Long look in here from Buck. Now the 0-2 pitch on the way, and this one popped foul. Count remains 0-2. And West Mifflin will play Char Valley in a non-conference game on Friday, and they'll start a series on Monday with Bell Vernon. Leopards always seem to be a contender year in and year out. That pitch a little low, heading home, and it's sliding into home safely. There is O'Brien. I was surprised. Kujai, a little hesitation there. Did not charge after O'Brien, trying to make the tag. And after Kujai let the ball slide away, O'Brien, no hesitation, heading home, and now the Mustangs 2 across here in the bottom of the second inning. 1-2 pitch, and this one ripped down to third. Good glove there from Kowalski over to first. Hanging on, Eric Link. Are they going to say, was he on first? Umpire over here talking to the first base coach for Laurel Highlands. They're going to credit an out. Goes 5-3 to end the inning. So McCoy retired. But the Mustangs pick up 2 ahead of the top of the third inning. Laurel Highlands 2, West Mifflin nothing here on the C.R. Parada Group High School Sports Day.
The Catholic War Veterans, Post 1669 and Hopwood, are proud supporters of local high school sports. For more information on the programs that the Catholic War Veterans provide, log on to the Catholic War Veterans website at www.cwv.org. You can also visit the Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 on Facebook or phone 724-437-3088. That's 724-437-3088 for the Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sprowls Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sprowlsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Uniontown Detailing offers an all-inclusive auto care experience. Services include full auto detailing, professional ceramic coatings, window tinting, undercoating, paintless dent repair, and more. Uniontown Detailing has moved to a new location on 255 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. Stop by and check them out today. Best of luck this season to all local teams from Uniontown Detailing.
Moving to the top of the third, Laurel Highlands a 2-0 lead over the West Mifflin Titans. The Titans with Jake Walker, Devin Matey, and Zane Griffithson due up top of the order for the Titans here in the top of the third. Brian Morozak alongside Jerry Dupay. Nick Barczyk back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios. Joe Chambers on the mound, misses low and outside on the first pitch to Jake Walker. Walker an infield single first time up. Stole second base and ended up getting doubled off after Devin Matey had a fly ball to left field that Walker was running on. The ball was caught out and left by Carson D'Amico, and Walker was doubled off a second. Now Walker trying to make amends here for a second at bat of the afternoon. Walker had 5 triples in the 3 games the Titans played down in Vero Beach. Of course, only 1 a regulation game, 2 were scrimmages. Mentioned he batted .588 a season ago with 2 homers and 15 RBIs. Headed to Cal U next year. Now ahead of the count here, 2-1. Joe's 2-1 pitch. Walker, hard chopper there to third. Mclean, quick throw over to first. In time to Braden O'Brien to retire Walker. 5-3, and boy, Walker's quick. Even after that hard ground ball off the turf, Walker within about a step and a half of beating it out.
Devin Matey, number 3.
Now Walker retired. Now Devin Matey coming to the plate this half inning, being brought to you by the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, the new us, here for you. And we mentioned Matey hit into that 7-6-4 double play, lays down a bunt. He might beat this one out. Throw over to first, not in time, so an infield bunt single for Devin Matey. Well positioned on the left side. And the Mustangs really no play. And Matey on first with 1 out here in the top of the third. And Zane Griffithson coming to the plate.
Come back for the Titans center fielder number 15, Zane
Griffithson struck out looking to end the first inning. Takes the first pitch, a little high and inside for ball 1. Only one other conference game scheduled today. Uniontown still scheduled to play Belle Vernon at Belle Vernon. 6 o'clock starts under the lights tonight. That game was originally scheduled for Monday. They're going to try to play game 2 of that series at Bailey Park either Friday or Saturday. And Griffithton hit here on the pitch from Joe Chambers. We'll have some Uniontown games for you as well throughout the spring, starting with their game next Tuesday against Greensburg-Salem on WMBS. We were planning on bringing you that Uniontown-Belle Vernon game on Monday, which was postponed.
Number 6.
So we'll have games for you involving Laurel Highlands next Monday, Uniontown next Tuesday on the WMBS side. Of course, the Laurel Highlands game also on the South Union Township Sports Network, and the Mustang games also being streamed this year as well on the Laurel Highlands School District site as well. I have to thank Mark Santor for his help getting the broadcast on the district site. We had success running a lot of the PIAA basketball playoff games through the school district this year as well. There's another bunt laid down on the left side. Tough play. Chambers looking for the little flip over to third from the glove over to Mclean. Not in time. So 2 bunt singles here in this top of the 3rd inning from West Mifflin. And now you have the bases loaded. You have the initial bunt single from Mady. Griffithton hit by a pitch. And now another infield bunt single from Corey Kujai. We'll get a courtesy runner here, Mackay Scott. Might remember from the West Mifflin basketball team. Good speed, running for Kujai. And now Bert Kowalski at the plate. Kowalski popped up to Braden O'Brien. Back in the 2nd inning. Takes the first pitch here for ball 1. So the Titans using a little small ball, trying to get back into this game. Mustangs lead at 2-0. As we work here in the top half of the 3rd inning, there's a fastball and a rip in the left field. That'll bring at least one across. Here comes the relay from D'Amico, and the Titans will tie the game. Throw back to second. Out at second, there is Matey, but Kowalski on the single to left will drive in both Devin Matey, and check that, Matey and Griffithton driven in. That was the courtesy runner Mackay Scott picked off down at second.
Batting for the Titans, right fielder number 21, Derek Kleinhans, number 21.
So Matey and Griffithton with runs scored. Kowalski 2 RBIs. Game now tied at 2. And you have Kowalski over at first with Derek Kleinhans now at the plate. Kleinhans a single to left field first time up, and now 2 outs here in the inning. After you had Scott picked off a second. That one getting away from the catcher Tristan McCoy. Kowalski into second, actually thought about heading to third. He'll hold up at second. The Mustangs now just trying to get out of this inning after the Titans with 2 across. West Mifflin 2 runs on 4 hits so far. Mustangs 2 runs on 2 hits so far in this game. Another bunt attempted there from Kleinhans. Fouled it off. Count now even at 1-1. Mustangs got their 2 runs in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Titans answering back with 2 of their own here in the top half of the 3rd. Kleinhans again showing bunts. Pitch from Chambers, high and inside. Count out 2-1. Chambers a season ago, 61 strikeouts to just 16 walks. 2 strikeouts already in this game this afternoon. Now Joey stepping off the mound, no throw. Joey did walk Mike Lydon back in the 2nd inning, then hit Zane Griffithton earlier here in the 3rd. Again, Kleinhans showing bunt, pulls back, now swings and pops it up into shallow center. Braden McKnight getting under to make the catch to end the inning, but West Mifflin gets 2 runs back. We'll head to the bottom of the 3rd, tied at 2. Titans and the Mustangs here on the C.R. Prada Group High School Sports Day.
Fayette County Recorder of Deeds John Marietta would like to wish the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, the Uniontown Red Raiders, and all of our local high school baseball teams the best of luck this season and invite you to listen to his show every Tuesday at 3:15 here on WMBS.
Looking for the highest quality products at the lowest prices? Shop and save on Walnut Hill in Uniontown has the widest selection of brands and the freshest offerings around. They specialize in your family's grocery needs. Save big and sign up for the Shop and Save Perks card to get money-saving benefits and discounts on gas. Shop and save. Walnut Hill Road, Uniontown, open 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. Working hard to offer you the best at Shop and Save because it's the just right thing to do.
Attorneys from all over the state and nation advertise in southwestern Pennsylvania for personal injury and workers' comp cases. But most of them send their assistants to do the legwork. You might not even meet your attorney until your first hearing.
We're local attorneys, Davis & Davis. We meet directly with our clients, including free consultation. There are no fees until you receive money on your case. If you've been injured, call Davis & Davis, representing you and your neighbor yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
Phone 724-437-2799.
Back here at West Mifflin High School, game tied at 2. Laurel Highlands and West Mifflin heading to the bottom half of the third inning. This half inning being brought to you by Mamaruka's Pizza Shop, Barton Mill Road in Uniontown. It's Frankie Kula, Tyler Sankovic, and Carson D'Amico will do up for the Mustangs. Hitters 9, 1, and 2 in the Laurel Highlands batting order. First at-bat of the afternoon for Frank Kula, who just had 3 varsity at-bats a season ago, and first pitch swinging here fouls it off on the left side. Plenty of spectators lined up down the third base line here at West Mifflin High School, a facility that's used as well for many WPIAL playoff games. We were here last spring for the Brownsville South Park game that was played at this complex. Now Kula popping this one up, going to the shortstop Jake Walker, who gets under it and will make the catch for the first out of the inning. And I'll bring up the top of the order and Tyler Sankovic. Tyler doubled to left center field first time up before he was picked off. Batted .365 a season ago with 4 RBIs, junior shortstop.
Shortstop, number 9, Tyler Sankovic.
Also has been used as a Mustang closer on the mound as well. Takes the first pitch here, a breaking ball from Pearson Buck. The count at 0-1. This game tied at 2. Mustangs 2 runs in the bottom of the second. West Mifflin answering back with 2 runs at the top of the third. And Sankovic won a chase in there. He's behind 0-2. Titans trying to make quick work of the Mustangs here in this bottom of the third inning. That pitch off the plate, count at 1-2. And again, if you're just joining us, this is game 1 of a doubleheader. Game 2 will be played later on this afternoon. Start time will be determined when game 1 ends. Probably about a half-hour break in between games. 1-2 pitch. And a liner here into center field. And a 1-out single for Tyler Sankovic. So Sank 2 for 2 today. And the Mustangs a base runner here with 1 out in the bottom of the third. Mustangs the designated home team here for game 1. They'll be the away team for game 2. Now Carson D'Amico coming to the plate. Carson a sack bunt first time up. Batted .279 last year with 12 RBIs. Senior left fielder for the Mustangs. And Buck from the stretch. Swing gonna miss from Carson. The count at 0-1. The Mustangs plenty of strength back from their team that advanced to the WPIAL semifinals a season ago. Of course, heartbreak around the Mustang program in the offseason with longtime coach Scott DeBerry passing away in late July. Brad Yeoman now in his first year taking over as the head coach of the Mustangs. Jeff Kuzma back as the head coach of the West Mifflin Titans. And high hopes for both of these programs in 2022. There's D'Amico, high fly ball in the center field. Zane Griffithson getting under it and making the catch for the second out of the inning. Now to bring up Alex Mclean. Alex struck out looking to end the bottom of the first inning.
Alex McClain.
Batted .418 last year with 18 RBIs. Batting from the right side. Nice to have you along with us for Wednesday afternoon high school baseball. here on WMBS, the Triple I High School Sports Network, the South Union Township Sports Network, also on the Laurel Highlands School District Facebook Live page. And a ground ball here getting through on the left side between Jake Walker and Bert Kowalski. Advances Sankovic down to second. And Alex Mclean gets his first hit of the young season, and then I'll bring up Caleb Janoski. So now 2 on, 2 outs for the Mustangs. Game tied at 2. Janoski grounded out 1-3 to start the bottom of the second inning. Now Pearson Buck trying to get out of things here for West Mifflin. Janoski takes the first pitch low for ball 1. And actually did a little patchwork here on the field in the offseason. See some new turf spots right around home plate. A little bit brighter than the rest of the field. Swing and a miss there from Janoski. To thank West Mifflin Athletic Director Scott Stevenson for the accommodations here today. Always a great place to call a game, West Mifflin High School. Beautiful complex. Now Janoski getting some instructions from Mustang head coach Brad Yeoman, who's coaching third. Mr. Sankovic coaching first. Now Janoski back in the batter's box. With 2 outs and 2 on. 1-1 count. Game tied at 2. And Buck again from the stretch. 1-1 pitch on the way. Misses a little low. Count now at 2-1. And Tony Hanola will join me for game 2 of this doubleheader later on this afternoon. Always nice to have Tony up in the broadcast booth. And the 2-1 on the way. Foul tip there by Caleb. Evens up the count at 2-2. And we're getting the high school baseball season started this week. Coming up next week on the WMBS side, and actually on all of our platforms. Ringgold at Laurel Highlands Monday, and then we'll have Greensburg-Salem at Uniontown for you from Bailey Park, hopefully next Tuesday. 2-2 pitch on the way, breaking ball, ground ball here to short. And they'll make the little flip there, Walker to Lang at second base to retire Janoski, 6-4 on the fielder's choice to end the inning. So the Mustangs leave 2 stranded. We'll head to the top of the 4th. Game tied at 2 here on the CR Brada Group High School Sports Day.
No errors.
UPMC Centers for Rehab Services on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
On the go? No time to stop? That's when you'll love Peachin Pharmacy's curbside pickup at Peachin Market in downtown Connellsville. Next time you have a prescription to get, let Peachin Pharmacy make it easy for you. Call ahead at 724-626-9600 or send a message. Let friendly curbside pickup keep you right where you want to be, in the driver's seat.
Peachin Pharmacy, your local pharmacy.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? M&R Transit is now hiring van drivers. Van drivers must be 26 years of age, have a valid driver license, and a clean driving record. Van drivers must be able to obtain all clearances. For more information, call 724-439-3164. That's 724-439-3164, or apply in person at M&R Transit, 253 South Mount Vernon Avenue. M&R Transit wishes the Laurel Highlands Mustangs good luck.
Game tied at 2. West Mifflin and Laurel Highlands moving to the top of the 4th. Eric Link, Mike Lynden, and Ryan Lang due up here for the Titans. Joey Chambers still on the mound for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. Titans 2 runs on 5 hits so far. Mustangs 2 runs on 4 hits. Eric Link a double to right field, first time up. Batted .370 a season ago with 5 RBIs. Chambers a fastball on the first pitch. Link fouls it off. The count at 0-1. Link Good first baseman. Titans might also use him on the mound later on today as well. Oh, one pitch on the way. This ball well hit, through on the left side between Mclean and Sankovic in the left field. Relay coming in from Carson D'Amico. And a leadoff single to left for Eric Link, who's now 2 for 2 today. Now Mike Lydon will come to the plate. Senior designated hitter was walked by Joe Chambers first time up.
Lydon, number 14.
Lydon batted 176 a season ago with an RBI. Showing bunt. Chambers, though, checking a Link. Head first slide back safely into first for Eric. Now Lydon, after a little glance down towards Jeff Kuzma down at third, back in the batter's box, again showing bunt. Chambers delivers, breaking ball. It's in there for a strike as Lydon pulls back. The count at 0-1. Joe, another long looking throw over to first. Head first slide back there from Eric Link. Mustangs scoring their 2 runs in the bottom of the second. Titans coming back with 2 runs in the top of the third. Another pitch in there for a strike. Chambers to Lydon, counted 0-2. Again, the Mustangs a designated home team for game 1. West Mifflin the home team for game 2. It's game 1 originally scheduled for Laurel Highlands High School yesterday. All the rain and actually snow we had this past weekend. Mustang field not ready for play yet in 2022, and that pitch just missed off the plate. 1-2 now to Mike Lydon. Chambers thought that might have been strike 3, now repositioning the catcher Tristan McCoy a little bit here. Chambers 2 strikeouts so far this afternoon. They came in succession. Griffithson went down to end the first, and Corey Kujai struck out to start the second. Now Chambers checking Eric Link. Another head first slide back safely into first for Eric. Count remains 1-2. Runner going. Pitch to Lydon. No call. And into second safely there is Eric Link. So the pitch missed, and the count now at 2-2, and a stolen base there for Eric Link. Chambers looking for a strike for the first out of this top half of the 4th inning. 2-2 pitch. Fastball in the inside corner, swing and a miss from Lydon, and he goes down for strike 3. Third strikeout of the afternoon for Joe Chambers, first out of this top half of the 4th inning. That'll bring up Ryan Lang. This half inning being brought to you by Ted Silva and Son Body and Fender Repair. Ryan Lang popped up to Caleb Janoski out in right, first time up to end the second inning. Runner going here again, and the pitch drops out of the glove of Tristan McCoy. It missed on the outside corner for ball 1, and down to third safely is Eric Link. So no hesitation on the base paths for the West Mifflin Titans this afternoon. 2 stolen bases here for Link. He's down to third. Lang still showing bunt. It's a 1-0 count. He'll pull back and send it over to short. Mustangs coming home with it, and safe at home is Eric Link. So the Mustangs went for the out at home, did not get it.
Link safe at home. Gives the Titans 3-2 lead.
And West Mifflin takes a 3-2 lead.
Now batting, shortstop, number 1.
I bring up the top of the order here for West Mifflin. And Jake Walker. Now a 3-2 lead for West Mifflin. Walker at the plate. He'll take strike 1. Walker 1 for 2 today. Infield single, stole a base, and was doubled off back in the first inning. Rounded out 5-3 back in the third. Mustangs another check here of Ryan Lang. He's back safely. And our scoreboard tied into the scoreboard here at West Mifflin High School. It's a 3-2 lead for West Mifflin over Laurel Highlands. They're trying to get things corrected up on the board. Another check of Lang. Head first slide back into first safely. Our coverage here on the South Union Township Sports Network today, brought to you by the Sprouse Insurance Group, United Bank, Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law. South Union Township supervisors Robert Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott. That breaking ball missing high and inside. Runner going high, throw down to second. And in there safely with another stolen base is Ryan Lang. SWGI in Uniontown and Zebley Mahalovan White, Uniontown Business and Bankruptcy Attorneys. Live video stream on WMBS brought to you today by the Catholic War Veterans, Post 1669 in Hopwood and Uniontown Detailing. 2-1's the count, and the pitch a little high and inside there to Jake Walker. They called it a strike. The count now even at 2-2. Said Walker went around. And made the Titans too happy. Count now 2-2, 1 out in the inning, 1 run already across for West Mifflin. As we work here in the top of the 4th. That pitch misses a little high and outside. Count now full of 3-2. Titans started off the inning with a single from Eric Link. Stole second, stole third. Mike Lydon struck out. Ryan Lang hit a ground ball to short. Mustangs came home with it. And safe at home was a Link. And that ball hit high in the air to right field, making the grab there. Caleb Janoski. Runner tagging up, and Ryan Lang into third safely. So Jake Walker advancing Lang on the play down to third.
Now batting for the
Good catch out there in right from Janoski. Now Devin Mady coming to the plate. Mady hit into a very rare 7-6-4 double play back in the first inning. Had an infield bunt single and scored a run in the third. This is his third plate appearance of the afternoon. With Ryan Lang down at third. Mady shows bunt and pulls back. Pitch misses for ball 1. West Mifflin a 3-2 lead over Laurel Highlands. Again, we're here in the top of the 4th. Pitch misses a little low and outside. Got now 2-0. Zane Griffithson in the on-deck circle for West Mifflin. And this ball popped high in the air in a left center field, and calling off Braden McKnight is Carson D'Amico, the left fielder, to make the catch to end the inning. But the Titans get the go-ahead run here in the top of the 4th and lead Laurel Highlands 3-2 as we head to the bottom of the 4th here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Day.
Uniontown Detailing offers an all-inclusive auto care experience. Services include full auto detailing, professional ceramic coatings, window tinting, undercoating, paintless dent repair, and more. Uniontown Detailing has moved to a new location on 255 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. Stop by and check them out today. Best of luck this season to all local teams from Uniontown Detailing.
Fayette County Recorder of Deeds John Marietta would like to wish the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, the Uniontown Red Raiders, and all of our local high school baseball teams the best of luck this season, and invite you to listen to his show every Tuesday at 3:15 here on WMBS. Good times and good food. It's all at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown, family owned and operated. Potter's has been a staple in the Uniontown community since 1950. So get out of the house and make your next night out at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Call them up at 724-438-9835. That's 724-438-9835. Or visit Potter's on Facebook. We'll see you at Potter's.
Ben Diamond, Braden O'Brien, and Braden McKnight due up for the Mustangs here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. Laurel Highlands now has to get a run back. They're down 3-2. Mustangs struck first in this game. 2 runs in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Titans came back 2 in the top of the 3rd, then just added another run at the top of the 4th inning to lead it 3-2. Ben Diamond scoring one of the 2 Mustang runs, walked and scored a run first time up in the bottom of the 2nd inning. That was his first varsity plate appearance, and he'll take strike 1 here as Pearson Buck starting his 3rd inning of work. Check that, his 4th inning of work for the West Mifflin Titans. A 1 pitch here to Ben Diamond. Ben hits it on the ground to short. Jake Walker there. Throw over to first in time to Eric Link to retire Ben Diamond 6-3 for the first out of the inning. This half inning being brought to you by Jimmy John's in Uniontown. And I'll bring up Braden O'Brien. O'Brien, an RBI double to left center field and scored a run in that second inning. Now coming to the plate here in the bottom of the fourth with the bases empty and one out. Pearson Buck wind and fire the first pitch here to Braden. Just misses outside, 1-0. Didn't miss by much. And game two will follow this contest. Probably about a half-hour break in between games. Scheduled start time for game two is 4 o'clock, but talking to the folks here at West Mifflin, could get moved up or pushed back depending on how quickly game one ends. Kind of 2-1 from Buck to O'Brien. And as far as the schedule is concerned, this is the only other scheduled section game in Section 3 and 4A. Uniontown, looks like they are going to play under the lights at Bell Vernon tonight. 6 o'clock start in Ross Traver Township. There hasn't been a completed Section 3 4A game yet this year. Plenty were scheduled Monday and Tuesday, but Mother Nature intervening. And there's strike 3 on Braden O'Brien. And O'Brien goes down, and that's 2 quick outs. He's saying it's only strike 2. Home plate umpire said strike 3. Scoreboard said 3-1. I had 3-1. It looks like O'Brien will get a little reprieve here. It's 3-2 now. So it was the strikeout that wasn't. Home plate umpire got a little jumpy there. Now 3-2, and O'Brien's walked. So the Mustangs will take that. And they get a base runner. With 1 out now in the bottom of the 4th inning. Down 3-2. Brian Morozak along with you. Tony Hanula will join me for game 2. Jerry Dupay behind the camera on our Facebook Live feed. On all of our platforms here today. Nick Barczyk back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios. McKnight showing bunt, pulls back, pitch misses for ball 1. And now the Mustangs a base runner. In fact, game tying run now on first as the Mustangs trail at 3-2. Once again, McKnight showing bunt, pulls back again. That pitch ruled a strike. The count now even at 1-1. McKnight a sacrifice first time up. Batted .263 with 6 RBIs last year. Lefty at the plate. 1-1 pitch popped up in a shallow left center field. Be the left fielder Devin Matey getting under it to make the grab for the second out of the inning. O'Brien will have to hold his position at first. And I'll bring up Tristan McCoy, the catcher. McCoy grounded out 5-3 to end the second inning. And limited at-bats last year as a freshman, batted .400 with 4 RBIs. Trying to do a little damage here. Time granted to allow McCoy to tie his shoe. Good to see these two school districts working together as well, allowing the early start time of this doubleheader. Game 1 got underway right around 1:30 this afternoon, and let these 2 games get played in one day this week. More rain in the forecast tomorrow and Friday, especially for most of the schools around the WPIAL with grass fields. Tough to play with the amount of moisture and precipitation that we've seen here over the last week or so. Breaking ball well hit. That one getting between Kowalski and Walker in the left field. Devin Matey, the quick relay in. Braden O'Brien down to second, and Tristan McCoy a single to left to give the Mustangs 2 runners on with 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the 4th inning, and Frank Kula coming to the plate. Kula, the 5th Mustang to bat here in this bottom of the 4th inning. And he'll talk to head coach Brad Yeoman. Of course, Brad stays busy, a couple of kids at home, and also the coach of the American Legion team in the city of Uniontown during the summer. Basketball referee during the winter. Wonder how he has time for everything. Now Frank Kula at the plates. Frank batting from the left side. With 2 on and 2 outs. Big spot here for the junior second baseman. And he'll foul back the first pitch off the inside of the bat. Counted 0-1. I saw Frank's dad, Frank Sr., here before the start of the game. He's going to help us out a lot throughout the course of the season as well with our Score Bug feature. Luckily, with a nice complex here at West Mifflin, our score hub tied into their scoreboard, so don't have to have that manually operated like we do at a lot of complexes, including Laurel Highlands. We appreciate his future help later on in the season. Count now 1-1 from Pearson Buck to Frank Kula. Titans still lead at 3-2. Breaking ball high and outside. Count now 2-1. If Kula gets aboard, you have Tyler Sankovic in the top of the order, 2 up for the Mustangs. Sanks 2 for 2 today as well, so keep that in mind. Love to get him at the plate with a couple of men on. 2-1 pitch now to Kula. Again, misses off the plate. 3-1. There's a walk here, would load up the bases. The Mustangs down 3-2. Frank back in the batter's box. And Buck's 3-1 pitch. And therefore a strike on the outside corner. Now we're full of 3-2. And Kula must protect the plate. Frank back in the batter's box. Hugging the plate a little bit. 3-2 pitch now from Pearson Buck. On the way outside for ball 4. And the Mustangs a little life here in the bottom half of the 4th inning with the top of the order, and Tyler Sankovic now coming to the plate. Again, Sank 2 for 2. We're going to have a little delay here as head coach Jeff Cosmo will come out and they'll bring in the whole infield here. A little discussion with Pearson Buck. Let's see if they stay with Buck. It looks like they're going to make a motion here out to left field, and Devin Matey will be the new West Mifflin pitcher. So we'll take a quick break for a pitching change. We're back in 90 here on the C.R. Brana Group High School Sports Day.
Going on now at Harper Chevrolet.
Our customers can drive away in a new 2022 Chevy Silverado for only $299 a month. Security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit charperchevy.com. Chevrolet. Find new roads. Lease is through GMF for well-qualified individuals, 27 months at 10,000 miles per year with 4,500 cash trade equity with lease loyalty or lease conquest. Payment is plus tax, title fees, and for payment. Security deposit waived. Sale ends April 4th, 2022. While supplies last. Residency restrictions apply. Call dealer for all of the details at 724-929-8000.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
Spring forward to home construction season with First Federal of Greene County. First Federal's construction and improvement loans puts you in charge of your dream home project with all the tools you need. First Federal offers construction loans, owner-builder loans, and home improvement loans. With offices in Fayette, Greene, and Washington counties, your loan stays here. Visit with a First Federal loan officer today or apply online at firstfederalofgreene.com. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 458729.
Back here at West Mifflin High School, Devin Matey is the new West Mifflin pitcher. Matey, just 2 appearances a year ago, did not factor in any decisions. Worked just an inning and a third. Did not give up a run. 1 walk, no strikeouts for Devin Matey. We get who the new left fielder is out there? Mike Lyden, who was the DH.
Now playing left field.
Now out in left field.
Formerly the designated hitter.
So we can actually keep the lineup the same. You just move Matey. He was in left field, now pitching.
Now batting.
And Lyden, who was the DH.
Tyler Sankovic.
Now in left field, and the Mustangs with the top of the order up. And Tyler Sankovic, bases loaded for Laurel Highlands. Mustangs trail at 3-2 as we work here in the bottom of the fourth inning. First pitch to Sank. A little low and inside. Count 1-0. And Devin Matey on to replace Pearson Buck. Buck gave up 2 runs on 5 hits, but still responsible for the 3 runners on base. And Devin Matey finding the strike zone there to Tyler Sankovic to even up the count at 1-1. Sankovic batted .365 last year, 2 for 2 this afternoon, double back in the first inning, single back in the third inning, was picked off back in that bottom half of the first inning. Big spot here with the bases loaded, and he'll send this one on the ground in the hole at second. Throw over from the second baseman over to the shortstop. Walker gets away, and the Mustangs will plate 2 runs. Titans looking for a quick throw there. Lang to Walker, hopped away as they try to get the out at second base, trying to retire Frank Kula. So Sankovic driving in both Braden O'Brien and Tristan McCoy, and now Laurel Highlands a 4-3 lead. Boy, how things change in a hurry. And now you have Carson D'Amico at the plate.
Left fielder number 17, Carson D'Amico.
I would think you'd have to rule that a throwing error on a Lang. Hasn't been posted up on the scoreboard yet. And does go E4. The count now 1-1 on Carson D'Amico. D'Amico a sacrifice back in the first inning. Flew out to Zane Griffithson back in the third inning. He's the 7th Mustang to bat here in this bottom half of the fourth inning and sends it on the ground. And this one will get through right between Ryan Lang and Eric Link. The Mustangs will hold Frank Kula down at third. That's a single to right for Carson D'Amico. And now Alex Mclean will be the 8th Mustang to bat here in this bottom of the fourth inning. Mclean 1 for 2 today. Struck out looking to end the first inning. Single to left field back in the third inning.
Now batting third base.
So Laurel Highlands retaking the lead with 2 runs here in the bottom of the fourth inning, trying to add to it with the bases loaded once again. D'Amico at first, Sankovic at second, Kula at third. And Alex Mclean, who drove in 18 runs a season ago at the plate. And he'll swing at the first pitch and send it foul on the right side. Counted 0-1. And West Mifflin and Laurel Highlands, I think along with Bell Vernon, probably the 3 favorites in the conference this year. So even though this series taking place the last week in March could be very big when the high school baseball regular season ends after the second week of May. 0-1 pitch now on the way. O'Brien, check that, Mclean went around. Now Alex with 2 strikes on him. Try to retrieve a fresh ball here for Devin Matey, who came on in relief of Pearson Buck in this bottom of the fourth inning. Again, Matey just 2 appearances on the mound last year for West Mifflin. It's the second game of the regular season for the Titans. They played 2 scrimmages down in Vero Beach and picked up a win on Friday in the first regulation game over Titusville, 3-1. Count remaining 0-2 after another foul ball here from Mclean. Nothing like Laurel Highlands opening up the high school baseball regular season with a conference game. 0-2 pitch. This one chopped over to third. There's Kowalski over to first. Eric Ling digging it out. Then the inning as Mclean retired 5-3. So the Mustangs leave 3 stranded, but they do get 2 runs across to retake a 4-3 lead over West Mifflin after 4 here on the C.R. Parada Group High School Sports Day.
Go to Ford of Uniontown and trade me in.
Hello, John Clinton from Ford of Uniontown. So if your plan for a new vehicle is just to wait for it to show up like a pot of gold, well, friends, you're going to need more than the luck of the Irish for that. Instead, consider this. Stop, click, or call our friendly sales staff and reserve your new vehicle today. We have hundreds of inbound units that are available to choose from. We'll be happy to go over packages, equipment, colors, and trim. Look at all the different incentives and do an on-the-spot trade appraisal. Then we'll make you an offer. It's that easy. When your vehicle arrives, we'll schedule your delivery, and that's that. If you have a bit more time, or at least it's several months out, we'll be happy to place a factory order just for you. Act now so you don't miss out on historic trade-in values. We are fortunate enough to still have over 65 pre-owned vehicles here and ready to go. Your car knows, shouldn't you? Ford of Uniontown, top of the hill across from Applebee's, or FordofUniontown.com.
The Irish eyes are smiling down on you at Ford of Uniontown.
Mom Maruka's Pizza Shop, located at 64 Barton Mill Road in Uniontown, is your prime place to enjoy local high school sports. Mom Maruka's is family-owned and operated, where pride of ownership certainly shows. The Sampson family carries on the tradition of homemade pizza, salads, subs, and wings. Mom Maruka's is open Monday through Saturday, 4 to 10 for indoor-outdoor dining and takeout. Call 724-438-9066 or visit MomMarukaPizza.com for their menu.
Back here at West Mifflin High School, it's a 4-3 lead for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs over the West Mifflin Titans, who headed the top half of the 5th inning. The Titans with Zane Griffithson, Corey Kujai, and Bert Kowalski coming to the plate. Looks like Laurel Highlands has a new pitcher as well. I believe that's Alex Mclean, number 18. Kind of double check here on the follow through from Alex, which will mean you'll have a new third baseman for the Mustangs as well.
Now pitching for the Mustangs, number 18, Alex.
And it is Alex Mclean coming on in relief of Joe Chambers. We wondered what the range might be for Joe today. Again, Joe, a part of that WPIAL championship team for Laurel Highlands on the basketball court.
Now batting for the Titans, center fielder, number 15.
And the Mustangs wrapped up the basketball season just 15 days ago. So we'll recheck the Mustang defense. Still have Braden O'Brien over at first. Again, the Titans will have Griffithson, Kujai, and Kowalski due up here in the top of the 5th inning. I believe that's Braden McKnight now playing third base. He moves in from center field, which means we'll have a new center fielder as well. We'll try to get the binoculars on the Mustang center fielder. We did not get the lineup changes sent up to the press box. So we're trying to pick them up as quickly as we can for you as well. So Zane Griffithson will lead off this half inning for West Mifflin and take the first pitch inside for ball one. Now Mclean working quickly. 1-0 pitch. That one catches the inside corner for a strike to even things up at 1-1. Mclean saw some work on the mound for Laurel Highlands a season ago. We'll get you his numbers. Next pitch. And therefore a strike again, 1-2. Mclean appeared in 3 games on the mound, 1-1 record, 1.40 ERA. Worked 5 innings, yielded 7 hits, 4 runs, 1 of them earned. Struck out 7 and walked 5. And starts his 2022 campaign by striking out Zane Griffithson for the first outs of this top half of the 5th inning. This top half of the 5th being brought to you by Ford of Uniontown. That'll bring up Corey Kujai. Kujai 1 for 2 today. Struck out back in the 2nd inning. Infield bunt single in the 3rd inning. First pitch fouled off, 0-1. Mustangs 2 runs in the bottom of the 2nd. Titans got 2 back in the top of the 3rd, added another run at the top of the 4th to take a 3-2 lead, and the Mustangs 2 in the bottom of the 4th. That's where we stand right now. Laurel Highlands on top, 4-3. Another one fouled off there by Corey Kujai. The count now 0-2. Now the 0-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike three as Kujai won it chasing. And how about Alex Mclean comes into the game, gets back-to-back strikeouts, sending down Zane Griffithson and Corey Kujai. Now bring up Bert Kowalski. In our first of two. Have game two of the doubleheader, probably about half an hour after game one ends. Another pitch in there for a strike. 0-1 now to Kowalski. After McLean looked very solid against Griffithson and Kujai. 0-1 pitch on the way. Breaking ball missing low and outside, even up the count at 1-1. Tony Hinola is going to join me for game two. Jerry Dupay behind the camera for both of our games of the doubleheader here today. Nick Barczyk back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studio. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Count out 1-2 from Alex McLean to Bert Kowalski. Kowalski a 2 RBI single last time up. Popped up to Braden O'Brien at first base back in the second inning. 1-2 pitch here. This one chopped to third. Braden McKnight there. Throw over to Braden O'Brien to retire Bert Kowalski. And it's a 1-2-3. Top half of the fifth inning. Titans retired in order. We'll head to the bottom of the fifth. Mustangs still lead at 4-3 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Day.
Going on now at CR Chevy East.
Our customers can drive away in a new 2022 Chevy Silverado for only $299 a month. Security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit CHarperChevyEast.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease gets through GMF for well-qualified individuals, 27 months with 10,000 miles per year. With 4,500 cash rate equity with lease loyalty or lease conquest. Payment is for tax, title fees, and for payment. Security deposit waived. Sale ends April 4th, 2022. While supplies last. Residency restrictions apply. Call dealer for all other details at 724-668-2231.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
With branches in Markleysburg, Connellsville, Hopwood, Uniontown, and Perryopolis, Somerset Trust Company is truly Fayette County's community bank. We invite you to stop by and experience the Somerset Trust Company difference. Local decision-making, convenient locations, extended hours, award-winning online and mobile banking, and more. Somerset Trust Company, community banking worth talking about. Branches and ATMs throughout Fayette County.
Moving out of the bottom of the fifth inning, Laurel Highlands now up 4-3 lead over the West Mifflin Titans. Mustangs 4 runs on 6 hits. Titans 3 runs on 6 hits. They've committed 1 error, and it's Caleb Janoski, Ben Diamond, and Braden O'Brien due up for the Mustangs here in the bottom half of the fifth inning. Mustangs sent 8 men to the plate, left the bases loaded, but scored 2 runs in that bottom half of the fourth inning. Janoski 0 for 2 so far today. Couple of ground outs. Now he'll talk to head coach Brad Yeoman, manning third base. A little delay here. I'm not sure what's going on. Titans bringing in their left fielder. I thought it was Mike Lydon last half inning. Lydon was the DH, then went out to left field. Now you have number 11. That's Makai Scott. Now headed out to left field. I think they brought Lydon in to play third base. And that is correct. So Bert Kowalski.
Stop is number 8, Bert Kowalski. Moving to third base, number 14, Mike Lydon. And now entering the game playing left field, number 11, Makai Scott.
And they said Bert Kowalski now playing shortstop, so is Jake Walker out of the game? So for whatever reason, it looks like Jake Walker not playing shortstop right now. We'll double check everything as quickly as we can. First pitch a little inside there to Caleb Yanoski. So again, a recap, you have Makai Scott, who we saw as a courtesy runner earlier, now in left field. Mike Lyden, who was in left, now playing third base. And Bert Kowalski, who was playing third base, now playing shortstop, as Yanoski fouls that pitch off on the right side. Count now even at 1-1. We're trying to get some confirmation for you, too, who was in center field last half inning for Laurel Highlands as well. And there's Janoski, well-hit ball deep to left center field. And that one will bounce all the way back to the wall in left center. Janoski will hold up at second, and that'll be a stand-up double for Caleb Janoski as Laurel Highlands looks for a little insurance here in the bottom half of the fifth inning. So a double to left center field for Caleb Janoski. And Laurel Highlands in business up 4-3.
Hitter number 11, Ben.
With a DH, Ben Diamond now coming to the plate. Nobody out as we work here in the bottom half of the fifth inning. This half inning being brought to you by Shop and Save in Uniontown. Devin Matey on in relief of Pearson Buck for West Mifflin. Misses here on the first pitch to Ben Diamond. Diamond walked and scored a run back in the second inning, grounded out 6-3 back in the fourth inning. Janoski on second, Mustangs leading by a run. 1-0 pitch, breaking ball, missing outside, now 2-0 to Ben Diamond. Brian Morozak along with you, Jerry Dupay behind the camera in our Facebook Live feed. Nick Barczyk back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios. Tony Hanola will join me for Game 2 of this doubleheader from West Mifflin High School. Again, 7 innings for each game, and there's a strike from Matey to Ben Diamond on a pretty fastball. Count now at 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch and a ground ball here to second. Ryan Lang is there. Throw over to first in time to Eric Link. Janoski able to advance down to third. That's our first outs of this bottom half of the fifth inning. With Braden O'Brien now coming to the plate. And O'Brien, a couple of productive at-bats. Double to left center field. Picked up an RBI and scored a run back in the second inning. Walked and scored a run back in the fourth inning. And now coming to the plate here with Janoski down at third and 1 out in the bottom of the fifth inning. Devin Matey working from the stretch. Clean look over at Janoski down at third, and now O'Brien stepping out of the batter's box. And time granted. O'Brien hit .292 a season ago with 10 RBIs. Looking to give the Mustangs an insurance run. They lead it 4-3. First pitch a little low and inside there from Matey. Count at 1-0. O'Brien back in the batter's box. 1-0 pitch, and O'Brien digging it out, sending it into shallow center field, making the grab there is Griffithson. Runner tagging, what a throw to the plate, and they're going to throw out Caleb Janoski. So a double play goes 8-2, and what a throw from center field from Zane Griffithson. That'll end the inning, so the Mustangs come up empty. They still lead it 4-3 after 5 here on the C.R. Parada Group High School Sports Day.
On the go? No time to stop? That's when you'll love Peachin Pharmacy's curbside pickup at Peachin Market in downtown Connellsville. Next time you have a prescription to get, let Peachin Pharmacy make it easy for you. Call ahead at 724-626-9600 or send a message. Let friendly curbside pickup keep you right where you want to be. In the driver's seat.
Peachin Pharmacy, your local pharmacy.
Looking for the highest quality products at the lowest prices? Shop and Save on Walnut Hill in Uniontown has the widest selection of brands and the freshest offerings around. They specialize in your family's grocery needs. Save big and sign up for the Shop and Save Perks card to get money-saving benefits and discounts on gas. Shop and Save. Walnut Hill Road, Uniontown, open 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. Working hard to offer you the best at Shop and Save because it's the just right thing to do.
Going on now at Sea Harbor Chevrolet.
Our customers can drive away in a new 2022 Chevy Silverado for only $299 a month. Security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit CHarperChevy.com. Chevrolet. Find new roads. Lease is for GMF for well-qualified individuals, 27 months at 10,000 miles per year with 4,500 cash trade equity with lease loyalty or lease conquest. Payment is for tax, title fees, and first payment. Security deposit waived. Sale ends April 4th, 2022. While supplies last. Residency restrictions apply. Call dealer for all of the details at 724-929-8000.
Moving out of the top of the sixth inning, Derek Kleinhans, Eric Link, and Mike Leiden due up here for West Mifflin. Titans down to their final 6 outs, down 4-3. Alex McLean on in relief of Joe Chambers, and there's a chopper. That hit the bag, should be a fair ball. Got past Braden McKnight into left. Carson D'Amico will track it down. It's a leadoff double for Derek Kleinhans to start this top half of the sixth inning. It appeared that McKnight was just going to let it go and let the ball go foul on the left side. Will hit the bag. Ended up being a fair ball and really benefiting West Mifflin as the Titans get a runner in scoring position with nobody outs.
22, Eric.
To start this top half of the sixth inning with Eric Link now coming to the plate, and Link's 2 for 2 today. Double to right field back in the second inning. Singled, stole a couple of bases, and scored a run in the fourth. Link batted .370 a season ago with 5 RBIs. In a good spot right now. Alex McLean, though, finding the strike zone on the first pitch there to Eric Link. McLean came on in relief of Joe Chambers to start the fifth inning. Struck out Zane Griffithson and Corey Kujai before Bert Kowalski grounded out 5-3 to end the inning. Now the 0-1 pitch here to Link. Inside. Even up the count at 1-1. This half inning being brought to you by M&R Transits. Now McLean slowing down his tempo a little bit. Deep breath. Resetting on the mound. 1-1 pitch on the way. Breaking ball. Ruled ball 2. That didn't miss by much. Count now at 2-1. One correction, we told you that Tristan McCoy scored the fourth Mustang run. It was actually the courtesy runner, Caden Early. Nonetheless, Mustangs lead at 4-3. That ball fouled off on the right side, even up the count at 2-2. McLean to Link. And the Mustangs, the home team here for game 1. They'll be the away team for game 2. Two-two pitch from McLean, high. That one all the way to the backstop. That will allow Derek Kleinhans to get down to third.
Wild pitch.
And Tristan McCoy would have needed a step ladder to bring that one down. Scored a wild pitch, allowing Kleinhans to advance to third. Now a full count here to Eric Link. McLean looking for another strikeout here. Brings the heat. This one popped up in foul territory on the right side. O'Brien charging, but the ball goes onto the dugout roof and out of play. The count remains 3-2. Been a back and forth game. Mustangs struck first. 2 runs in the bottom of the second inning. Titans came back with 2 in the top of the third. Took a 3-2 lead in the top of the fourth. Laurel Highlands answered with 2 in the bottom of the fourth. So lead at 4-3. And the Mustangs threatening in the bottom of the fifth came up empty. Now the Titans looking to tie things up. With Kleinhans on third, nobody out, and a high fly ball in the center field, and this could tie it. Catch made out in center, runner tagging from third and scoring to tie the game is Derek Kleinhans. So Eric Link, sac fly RBI.
Sac fly RBI for Eric Link.
Kleinhans scoring the game-tying run.
4-4.
We're knotted up at 4.
Now batting for the Titans, left fielder.
Now Michael Leiden.
Third baseman. Number 4.
Coming to the plate, Leiden now playing third base. Started off the game as a designated hitter, played an inning in the left field, now playing third base. He'll be selling popcorn before the afternoon's done. Takes the first pitch low and outside for ball 1. Leiden batted .176 last year with an RBI. Walked back in the second inning, struck out in the fourth. Now the 1-0 pitch here from Mclean. Low and outside again, count at 2-0. Ryan Lang due up next. Now the 2-0 pitch. Rolled inside, so 3-0 now. Mclean to Leiden. The Mustangs don't want to allow another base runner here and give the Titans an opportunity with a go-ahead run on the base path, so they're going to do just that. 3-0 pitch inside for ball 4, so Mike Leiden aboard. And Ryan Lane coming to the plate. Now, we're not sure who's due up next behind Lang. It was Jake Walker. Now, if they left Walker as a DH, he would bat, but it could also be Mackay Scott. We did not get confirmation up here in the press box as far as the way the lineup switch was made out on the field. And that pitch a little low to Ryan Lang. Count at 1-0. Good block there from Tristan McCoy. And count 1-0. Another throw back over to first. And back safely, Mike Leiden. Both teams with 4 runs on 7 hits so far today. Titans did commit the 1 error. Lang showing bunt again. Counts 1-0. He'll pull back, pitch in there for a strike, and we're even at 1-1. And top of the 6th inning. And it looks like it is Mackay Scott in the on-deck circle for West Mifflin, wearing number 11. So that would put Walker out of the game. And again, Walker, the Cal U recruit, came into the game with a 588 average a season ago. Had 5 triples in 2 scrimmages and 1 game down in Vero Beach. And now out of the lineup for West Mifflin. Right now, Ryan Lang at the plate with Mike Leiden on first. Counts 2-1 with 1 out. Now time called. Game tied at 4. And Scott, plenty of speed. That on-deck circle. And a pretty good basketball player as well. I'll likely get an opportunity here at the plate in the top of the 6th inning with this game tied at 4. Lang showing bunt, pulls back and fouls it off on the right side. That'll take us even at 2-2. Things have slowed down a bit. This game knotted up at 2. Now Lang set to go again. Mclean on the mound. Now he'll step off. Tactics now on both sides. Mustang set to go. Now throw over to first. Head first slide back safely there, Michael Leiden. Chant coming from the Titans dugout off to our left. Mustang dugout out to our right. 2-2. Mclean to Lang, high and inside, runner going, throw down to second. It's close, but ruled safe at second, Michael Leiden. Good throw from Tristan McCoy, almost got him. But a stolen base for Michael Leiden. He's in scoring position, representing the go-ahead run. Now the 3-2 on the way, and a hard ground ball getting through on the left side. This could give the Titans the lead, but they're going to hold Leiden down at third. So a single to left for Ryan Lang, and that'll bring Mackay Scott to the plate. And we are going to get Jake Walker coming back. He had Scott in the on-deck circle. Now Walker's going to come back out to hit, so that'll make Scott ineligible to come back into the game. Off the high school substitution rule.
Now batting for the Titans, number 1, Jake Walker.
So Walker to bat. He's 1 for 3 today. Infield single back in the first inning. Grounded out 5-3 in the third inning. Flew out to right field back in the fourth. Runners on the corners now for West Mifflin. Game tied at 4, just 1 out. As we work here in the top of the 6th inning. First pitch swinging. Walker, a chopper going foul on the left side. The count moves to 0-1. Now Walker will get back into the batter's box. Now the 0-1. Home plate umpire says just off the plate. He gave it a good look. Count now even at 1-1. Walker hanging in there, and Mclean checking the runner at first. That's Ryan Lang, who's back safely. Now Walker set to go again. 1-1 pitch on the way, breaking ball, and they're going to say that clipped Walker, just got a piece of his jersey. Goes down as hit by pitch, barely grazing him to load up the bases for Devin Matey with this game tied at 4. And now we might have a pitching change here for the Mustangs. Whole infield coming in. Brad Yeoman out of the dugout. Let's see if they stick with Mclean. Infield discussing things. Again, just 1 out here in the inning. Mclean retired the Titans 1-2-3 in the 5th. The 6th inning started off with an odd double from Derek Kleinhans that Braden McKnight appeared to let go. A third ball hit the bag, was fair. And Eric Link, a sac fly RBI, driving in Kleinhans, who stole third. Leiden and walk for the Titans. He had a stolen base. Then Ryan Lang, a single to left field. Walker hit by a pitch. Has the bases loaded. A 4-4 game. With 1 out here, still in the inning. And for the moment, they're going to stick with Alex Mclean. A big spot here for Devin Matey. He batted .271 last year and drove in 13 runs. Now pitching for the Titans in relief of Pearson Buck. Mclean winds and fires. Did that one hit him? There's a foul ball. It'll be a strike off the inside of the bat. He must hit the bat, then hit Matey, deflecting the ball in a fair territory. So since it hit him after it hit his bat, ruled a foul ball on the count at 0-1. Now Mclean set again. 0-1 pitch here to Matey off the plate. Evens up the count at 1-1. And Matey hit into an odd 7-6-4 double play. Fly ball in a left. Was caught by Carson D'Amico. Relay came in to Tyler Sankovic and was sent off to Frank Kula, who doubled off Jake Walker early on. And there's a shot, went past Mclean, and then Frankie Kula unable to snare it. And that will give West Mifflin the lead. In fact, they'll score 2 runs. You had the runners running on the pitch. So both Michael Leiden and Ryan Lang scoring on the play. It'll go as a 2 RBI single for Devin Matey into center field. And that'll give West Mifflin now a 6-4 lead.
Check that. Center fielder, number 15.
Over Laurel Highlands.
Number 15.
with 3 runs across here in the 6th inning. It's a 6-4 lead for West Mifflin over Laurel Highlands. Now the 0-1, this ball chopped on the left side. Good snare there from McKnight. Throw over to first to Braden O'Brien to retire Zane Griffithson. 5-3 for the 2nd out of the inning. The Mustangs will still have 6 outs to work with as they try to rally back. They're still not out of this top half of the 6th inning with Corey Kujai coming to the plate. Kujai struck out twice in this game. Once facing Joe Chambers back in the 2nd inning. And then against Alex Mclean back in the 5th.
Now batting for the Titans, catcher number 6, Corey Kujai, number 6.
By the way, C.J. Gesk now in center field for Laurel Highlands. Gesk came on after the Mustangs made the switch, bringing McLean in for Chambers. And Braden McKnight moved from center to play 3rd. Gesk moved into center field. Now a courtesy runner coming out here for West Mifflin. That's Devin Kincaid.
Courtesy runner for the pitcher.
On to run for Mady.
Devin Kincaid.
So Kincaid over at 2nd now running, with Corey Kujai at the plate, facing Alex McLean. The first pitch here, a little low for ball 1 to Corey Kujai. Mustangs enter the top of the 6th, leading 4-3, and now trail 6-4. 1-0 pitch, right down the pipe for a strike to even up the count at 1-1. Kujai 1 for 3 today. 1-1 pitch, another breaking ball, missing high and inside. Takes the count now to 2-1. McLean taking his time. It's been a long top half of the 6th inning. 2-1 pitch again, and this one a line drive single into left field. Will score another run for West Mifflin as Jake Walker scores on the play. RBI single for Corey Kujai. Likely get a courtesy runner, I would think, for Kujai as well. Kincaid ran for Mady, the pitcher. Let's see if Kujai runs.
Now batting for the Titans, 3rd baseman, number 8, Bert Kowalski.
And Bert Kowalski now on the bat here for West Mifflin. He's the 9th Titan to bat. They batted around, now leading 7-4. First pitch a little inside for ball 1. Derek Kleinhans led off the inning with a double to left field, and he's in the on-deck circle. There's a strike from Alex McLean. Count now even at 1-1. Kowalski 1 for 3 today on a 2 RBI single back in the 3rd inning. Popped up to Braden O'Brien at first back in the 2nd inning, grounded out 5-3 to end the 5th. And he'll send this one on the ground but foul on the left side. Take the count to 1-2. But with 4 runs scored here in the top of the 6th inning, the Titans have a 3-run cushion over the Mustangs. Now Kowalski at the plate, count at 1-2. Runner going, pitch on the way right down the pipe for strike 3, and the Mustangs able to finally end this top half of the 6th inning that saw the West Mifflin Titans produce 4 runs. And West Mifflin now a 7-4 lead over Laurel Highlands heading into the bottom of the 6th here on the C.R. Brada Group High School Sports Day.
When your car is damaged, the name to remember is Ted Silva & Son Body and Fender Repair.
Currently in their 59th year of providing quality, reliable service to the community, Ted Silva & Son offers complete collision service, minor to major repairs, frame and unibody repair, and glass installation. They will gladly blueprint your vehicle for repair, and they will work with your insurance company. With a paint booth that utilizes the environmentally friendly waterborne paint process, Ted Silva & Son not only cares for our community and our children, they care for our environment. Located on Atlas Road in Hopwood, it is the goal of Ted Silva & Son to alleviate the stress of an accident and assist you in any way possible. Family owned and operated for 59 years. Call 724-437-2351 for Ted Silva & Son Body and Fender Repair, LLC. Proud to sponsor local high school sports.
Casey's now offers a sit-down banquet hall at 65 Lebanon Avenue in Uniontown and can seat up to 50 people with kitchen facilities available. Bring your own food or let Casey's fine staff cater it for you. A perfect intimate setting for your small affair, such as showers, reunions, or after funeral dinners. For all information, phone 724-550-4126. That's 724-550-4126. 724-550-4126 for Casey Sports Cafe.
Back here at West Mifflin High School, we have a new pitcher for the West Mifflin Titans. It's Zane Griffithson. A number of defensive changes as well for West Mifflin. Devin Kincaid now playing left field. Devin Matey, who was pitching, now out in center. Jake Walker back into the game playing shortstop. Bert Kowalski returning to play third base. We mentioned Griffithson, now the pitcher, and he was one of their aces a season ago. Made 8 appearances, a 6-0 record, 1.28 ERA. Griffithson worked 27 and a third innings, gave up 20 hits, 11 runs, only 5 of them earned.
Number 14, Mike Lyden.
Struck out 14 and walked 12. I actually said Mike Lyden back in left field, not Kincaid. Again, we've seen a number of changes here for West Mifflin to start this bottom half of the 6th inning. This bottom half of the 6th, courtesy of Potter's Bar and Grill, Morgantown Street in Uniontown. West Mifflin, 2 in the top half of the 3rd, 1 in the top half of the 4th, and 4 in the top half of the 6th. Laurel Highlands, 2 in the bottom half of the 2nd and 2 in the bottom of the 4th inning for their 4 runs. This might be a tough rally back facing Griffithson here to start the bottom half of the 6th inning. The Mustangs will have Braden McKnight, Tristan McCoy, and Frank Kula due up, hitters 7, 8, and 9 here in this bottom half of the 6th inning. And you have McKnight, who sacrificed back in the 2nd inning and then flew out to left fielder, then Mike Lyden back in the 4th inning. And he'll show bunt and then pull back. First pitch in there for a strike from Griffithson. And the count at 0-1. But again, hits and runs are going to be tough to come by against Griffithson here for the Mustangs in the later innings. Another swing going to miss from McKnight. Just like that, count at 0-2. McKnight hit .263 a season ago with 6 RBIs. The Mustangs were hoping to get the win here in Game 1, throwing their ace, Joe Chambers. And again, we talked to head coach Brad Yeoman during the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. He was non-committal on his Game 2 starter. Count now 1-2. That one a little high and inside. But Alex Mclean would be the pitcher of record right now for the Mustangs. The loss would sit on McLean's shoulders as the Mustangs led 4-3 heading to the top of the 6th inning. And there's a swing and a miss, strike 3 as Braden McKnight goes down. And Griffithson comes into the game and just like that gets a quick out. I'll bring up Tristan McCoy.
Catcher, number 16.
McCoy 1 for 2, single to left field and scored a run last time up in the 4th. Grounded out 5-3 back in the 2nd inning. Griffithson will wind and fire the first pitch here to McCoy. Right down the pipe for a strike, 0-1. McCoy hit .400 a season ago during his freshman year and limited at-bats. Another pitch in there for a strike from Griffithson. Mentioned McCoy scored the run. It was actually scored by Caden Early, who was then a courtesy runner for the catcher McCoy. Early now playing center field for Laurel Highlands here in the later innings. 0-2 pitch on the way. Just a little low. It's right down the pipe and missed below the knees there to McCoy. The count at 1-2. Corey Kujai did a nice job trying to frame it. It's now 1-2. Griffithson winds and fires again, and this one chopped foul on the right side. Count remains 1-2. Griffithson back on the mound again. And only a sophomore. Another one fouled back. There from Tristan McCoy. You mentioned those impressive numbers from Griffithson a season ago, all occurring while he was a freshman. Not too many freshmen can go 6-0 on the mound pitching in the WPIAL. Missed there. Count moves to 2-2. Now Griffithson set to go with the 2-2 pitch. It's on the way, and another one pop foul there from Tristan McCoy. Might run out of baseballs if they can't retrieve all those out there. McCoy sending a number of them out of play. Now the 2-2 once again. That one high, 3-2 now to Tristan McCoy, and give McCoy credit hanging in there, making Griffithson throw some pitches. Trying to find a way to get on board with the Mustangs down 7-4. 3-2 again. Griffithson to McCoy. McCoy sends it on the ground to short. Tough play there. Jake Walker throw over to first. Dug out by Eric Link for the out. McCoy retired 6-3. Good job there all around. Walker and Link getting it done defensively for West Mifflin. 2 up, 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th for Laurel Highlands, with Frank Kula coming to the plates. Kula batting from the left side. Kula popped up to the then shortstop Jake Walker back in the 3rd inning. Walked in the 5th. First pitch swinging here. Sends it high in the air in the gap to right center field. And coming up with it to end the inning, Derek Kleinhands out in right. They're going to say hung on. So Kleinhands, a big catch out there in right field on the fly ball from Kula, which could have been an extra base hit. Mustangs retired 1-2-3 in the bottom of the 6th. And we'll head to the top of the 7th with West Mifflin leading Laurel Highlands 7-4 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Day.
Spring forward to home construction season with First Federal of Greene County. First Federal's construction and improvement loans puts you in charge of your dream home project. With all the tools you need, First Federal offers construction loans, owner-builder loans, and home improvement loans. With offices in Fayette, Greene, and Washington counties, your loan stays here. Visit with a First Federal loan officer today or apply online at firstfederalofgreene.com. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 458729.
On the go? No time to stop? That's when you'll love Peachin Pharmacy's free prescription delivery and mail service. Call 724-626-9600 or send a message and ask about free prescription delivery and mail service. Next time you have a prescription to get or need a refill, have it delivered to your home or workplace. Prescriptions at your doorstep from Peachin Pharmacy.
Peachin Pharmacy, your local pharmacy.
Going on now at Sea Harbor Chevrolet.
Our customers can drive away in a new 2022 Chevy Silverado for only $299 a month. Security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit charperchevy.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease is through GMF for well-qualified individuals, 27 months at 10,000 miles per year with 4,500 cash trade equity with lease loyalty or lease conquest. Payment is plus tax, title fees, and first payment. Security deposit waived. Sale ends April 4th, 2022. While supplies last. Residency restrictions apply. Call dealer for all of the details at 724-929-8000.
Derek Kleinhands will lead off this top half of the 7th inning for the West Mifflin Titans. Titans lead the Mustangs 7-4. Kleinhands first pitch swinging. Sends it high in the air right down the right field line. And coming over in foul territory to make the catch was Frank Kula, the second baseman, for the first out of the inning. And again, Kleinhans had that great grab out in right to end the bottom half of the 6th inning. And pops up here to start the top half of the 7th. For the Titans, a 3-run lead. This half inning being brought to you by Uniontown Detailing with Eric Link coming to the plate. Link, 3 productive at-bats, swings and misses at the first pitch from Alex Mclean. McLean double to right field back in the 2nd inning. Single to left. Ended up stealing 2 bases and scored a run in the 4th and a sac fly RBI last time up in the 6th. Behind 0-2 here after a good breaking ball from Alex McLean. Now the 0-2 on the way. Fastball misses low and outside. Count now 1-2. So the Mustangs will need 3 runs in the bottom of the 7th inning. They will have the top of the order due up. Tyler Sankovic, Carson D'Amico, and Alex McLean, but they'll likely still be facing Zane Griffithson, who's the 3rd pitcher the Titans have used so far this afternoon. Breaking ball there, missing a little inside. Count now 2-2 to Eric Link. Now the 2-2 pitch. Link fouls it off on the right side. Count remains 2-2. Brian Morozak along with you. Jerry Dupé behind the camera on our Facebook Live feed. Nick Barczyk back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios. Tony Hanola will join me for Game 2 of our twin bill here today. Likely starting a little bit after 4 o'clock. 2-2 pitch on the way, and that one chopped over the head of McLean. Shortstop Sankovic there. Throw over to first in time to O'Brien to retire Link 6-3 for the 2nd out of the inning. So 2 up, 2 down, and Michael Lydon coming to the plate.
Lydon, number 14.
Lydon started the game as the DH, then was in left field, played an inning as the 3rd baseman, now back in left field. Has walked twice, struck out once, scored 1 run, stole a base this afternoon. He's been busy and takes ball 1 here against Alex McLean. McLean only the 2nd pitcher the Mustangs have used today. McLean came on in relief of Joe Chambers to start the top of the 5th inning. 1-0 pitch. Lydon went around and count even at 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Right down the pipe. 1-2 now. To Michael Lydon. Mustangs looking for a 1-2-3 inning defensively. Now stepping off here is Alex McLean. You look at pitching options for Game 2. Don't be surprised if we see Braden O'Brien getting the starts. Could be a good option. There's a breaking ball missing inside. Count moves to 2-2. That's the big question mark for the Mustangs coming into the season. Who would be their number 2 on the mound? Swing and a miss, strike 3. So a 1-2-3 inning, but the Mustangs will head to the bottom of the 7th inning, still down 7-4 when we come back here on the C.R. Barada Group High School Sports Day.
Sam Davis was a gift from heaven. He knows the law and the court system unlike anyone else I've ever met or seen. Sam helped me get through the federal court system with the best possible outcome.
Davis & Davis, personal injury and workers' comp.
We at Davis & Davis are humbled by what our clients have to say about us. If you've been injured, call me, Jim Davis, for a free consultation. We have been helping injured people for over 40 years. Call 724-437-2799.
UPMC Centers for Rehab Services on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
We're back here at West Mifflin High School. Mustangs down to their final 3 outs, down 3 runs at 7-4. Laurel Highlands does have the top of the order due up. Tyler Sankovic, Carson D'Amico, and Alex Mclean for this bottom of the 7th inning, but facing one of the aces on this West Mifflin staff, Zane Griffithson, who went unbeaten as a freshman last year. Retired the Mustangs 1-2-3 in his first inning of work, finds the strike zone on the first pitch to Tyler Sankovic. Sankovic double back in the first inning, single in the third inning, reached on an error in the fourth inning, and fouls off a pitch here. The count moves to 0-2. And this game one of a doubleheader between these two schools. Game 2 will likely start a little bit after 4 o'clock this afternoon. Now the 0-2 pitch here to Sankovic. This one fouled off again on the left side. Count remains 0-2. Again, Tony Hanola will join me for game 2 of the Twin Bill today. And I have to thank Nick Barczyk back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios. 0-2 pitch in there for strike 3, and down goes Tyler Sankovic. So since Griffithson's come into the game, he struck out McKnight, got McCoy to ground out 6-3, and called a flyout after a nice catch from Derek Klein, hands out in right, and starts the 7th by getting Tyler Sankovic to strike out, and now Carson D'Amico at the plate. And if you folks on the WMBS side, we'll have the Dog Tag Club, which normally runs in the 3 o'clock hour. On the 6 o'clock hour, ground ball here to short, and D'Amico retired 6-3. Doug Saltzman will be on between 7 and 9 tonight. Doug usually on between 5 and 7. Appreciate everyone's cooperation, moving around some programs here today so we can get this high school baseball doubleheader on the air for you. We'll also be back for more Laurel Highlands baseball on Monday. Mustangs taking on Ringgold at home. We'll have the Uniontown Greensburg-Salem game for you from Bailey Park on Tuesday. That one fouled off by Alex McLean. Red Raiders in action, 6 o'clock start tonight against Bell Vernon on the road under the lights in Rostraver Township. Titans will see the Leopards next week for a 2-game series. 0-1 pitch here to McLean. A little high to even up the count at 1-1. This half inning being brought to you by the Radcliffe Law Firm. Now the 1-1 pitch. McLean off the inside of the bat. Fly ball into center field. This could do it. Mady under it, makes the grab to end the game. So the West Mifflin Titans rallying back with 4 runs in the top of the 6th inning for a 7-4 win over the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. We'll be back to tell you all about it right after this.
First pitch of game
Mom Maruka's Pizza Shop, located at 64 Barton Mill Road in Uniontown, is your prime place to enjoy local high school sports. Mom Maruka's is family-owned and operated where pride of ownership certainly shows. The Sampson family carries on the tradition of homemade pizza, salads, subs, and wings. Mom Maruka's is open Monday through Saturday, 4 to 10 for indoor-outdoor dining and takeout. Call 724-438-9066 or visit MomMarukaPizza.com for their menu.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Rostraver Township is Sprowls Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to SprowlsInsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Catholic War veterans, Post 1669 and Hopwood are proud supporters of local high school sports. For more information on the programs that the Catholic War veterans provide, log on to the Catholic War Veterans website at www.cwv.org. You can also visit the Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 on Facebook or phone 724-437-3088. That's 724-437-3088 for the Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood.
When your car is damaged, the name to remember is Ted Silva & Son Body and Fender Repair. Currently in their 59th year of providing quality, reliable service to the community, Ted Silva & Son offers complete collision service, minor to major repairs, frame and unibody repair, and glass installation. They will gladly blueprint your vehicle for repair, and they will work with your insurance company. With a paint booth that utilizes the environmentally friendly waterborne paint process, Ted Silva & Son not only cares for our community and our children, they care for our environment. Located on Atlas Road in Hopwood, it is the goal of Ted Silva & Son to alleviate the stress of an accident and assist you in any way possible. Family owned and operated for 59 years. Call 724-437-2351 for Ted Silva & Son Body and Fender Repair, LLC. Proud to sponsor local high school sports.
Go to Ford of Uniontown and trade me in.
Hello, John Clinton from Ford of Uniontown. So if your plan for a new vehicle is just to wait for it to show up like a pot of gold, well, friends, you're going to need more than the luck of the Irish for that. Instead, consider this. Stop, click, or call our friendly sales staff and reserve your new vehicle today. We have hundreds of inbound units that are available to choose from. We'll be happy to go over packages, equipment, colors, and trim. Look at all the different incentives and do an on-the-spot trade appraisal. Then we'll make you an offer. It's that easy. When your vehicle arrives, we'll schedule your delivery, and that's that. If you have a bit more time, or at least it's several months out, we'll be happy to place a factory order just for you. Act now so you don't miss out on historic trade-in values. We are fortunate enough to still have over 65 pre-owned vehicles here and ready to go. Your car knows, shouldn't you? Ford of Uniontown, top of the hill across from Applebee's, or FordofUniontown.com.
The Irish eyes are smiling down on you at Ford of Uniontown.
West Mifflin a 7-4 win over Laurel Highlands in Game 1 of the doubleheader. West Mifflin, after falling behind 2-0 after 2 innings, rallied back with 2 runs in the top of the third, took a 3-2 lead in the top of the fourth. Mustangs came back 2 runs in the bottom of the fourth to take a 4-3 lead, but the turning point of the game for West Mifflin, that 4-run top half of the 6th inning, propelling the Titans to a 7-4 lead, and they got 2 great innings of work from Zane Griffithson, who shut down the Mustangs. Retired Laurel Highlands in order 1-2-3 in both the 6th and the 7th inning, as West Mifflin goes to 2-0 overall, 1-0 in conference play, a 7-4 win over Laurel Highlands. Mustangs dropped their opener, but we're back with Game 2. It'll be a 4:10 start, we're told now, 4:10 start for Game 2. We're on the air with our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show after the CBS News at 4:05 this afternoon. For you folks on the South Union Township Sports Network, this broadcast was a joint cooperative venture featuring Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott. Breezeline Cable, Armstrong Cable, and our friends at CUTV, including Gary Smith and his staff. You know, Brian Morozak with Jerry Dupay, Nick Barchak back inside the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios. Local news coming your way next. CBS News at the top of the hour. We're back with Game 2 of our doubleheader at 4:05 this afternoon here on WMBS, the Triple I High School Sports Network, the South Union Township Sports Network, and Facebook Live. Again, your final score for Game 1, West Mifflin 7 and Laurel Highlands 4. So long, everybody.
The WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital Orthopedic and Spine Institute is open, and their experienced providers are ready to care for you. Orthopedic and spine care spans a wide range of problems, from arthritis to joint trauma caused by injury or overuse. Hips, shoulders, knees, and backs are the most common areas where patients experience pain or impaired function. At WVU Medicine